Are you wondering if it makes sense to buy a home this fall or if you should wait until the spring? It's one of the biggest questions that I'm hearing right now, and today I'm breaking down the pros and cons of buying a home in fall of 2025 so that you can decide what's right for you. Now, the number one pro is that there's just less competition. Spring and summer are the busiest seasons in real estate, and by fall, a lot of buyers have already made their move. That means that there's less competition and fewer stressful bidding wars. Now, last year in May, a client of mine in Arlington Heights went up against 7 other offers on the one home, and they didn't win. But in October, we found a very similar home. And this time, they were the only buyers to submit. And we got the house, and they got it for less money than they would have gotten the other home back in May. Now, pro number 2, you have motivated sellers. Sellers who list in the fall usually aren't testing the waters. They often have a reason. There's a relocation, they're downsizing before holidays, or they're handling a family estate. Now, that motivation makes them more willing to negotiate. I had sellers in Buffalo Grove who needed to move before the new year for a job. When my buyers made a solid November offer, the seller even considered some closing costs just to keep the deal moving forward. Now, pro number 3 are seasonal price advantages. Prices tend to peak in late spring, and by fall, things usually soften a bit. Not a giant drop, but enough to give buyers better value. Even a $5,000 to $10,000 difference can cover appliances, painting, or those updates you want right after you move in. Pro number 4, year-end tax benefits. Now, if you close before December 31st, you may still qualify for homeowner tax deductions for the year. Things like mortgage interest, property taxes, and of course, you always want to check with your accountant or your financial advisor, but I've had clients thrilled to see a benefit come tax season. Now, let's look at the downsides. Now, con number 1, there are just fewer listings. By fall, the number of homes on the market is smaller. So if you're looking for something specific like a rare floor plan or walking distance to a school, it's probably going to take you longer to find. And con number 2, you have to make fast decisions. Even with less competition, the good homes are still going to move really quickly. Now, I've seen homes that got listed on Friday, toured on Saturday, and they were under contract by Sunday night. So you need to be ready to act fast. Con number 3, seasonal challenges. Of course, here in Chicagoland, it's always the weather, right? By November and December, we have rain, snow, and ice, and that can throw a wrench into showings, inspection, and even moving day. It's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely worth planning for. So, should you buy a home this fall? Now, here's my advice. The best time is when you're personally and financially ready. If you've got a steady job, savings in place, and you find a home that fits your lifestyle and the things that you want, fall can be a fantastic time. But if you need more time to save, or if you're waiting for the right neighborhood, spring might be a better fit for you. Now, it's not about timing the market perfectly, it's about timing it right for you. And if you're buying this fall, here are 3 tips that I share with every client. Tip number 1, get pre-approved early. Not just pre-qualified, pre-approved. That way, when you find the right home, even on a Sunday, you can move fast without having to worry about getting in touch with your lender. Now, tip number 2, know your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. With fewer listings, flexibility is going to matter, so you want to focus on what's most important and be open to compromise on the little things and things that you can add or fix later. Now, tip number 3, lean on local expertise. What's happening in Palatine isn't always the same as Arlington Heights or Wheeling. Working with an expert who knows the micro markets can save you time, money, and frustration. Now, buying in the fall has clear advantages, but it also has some trade-offs. Now, if you're considering a move, I'd love to help you create a strategy that works for your situation. And you can grab my free house hunting checklist in the description below. I'm also going to put it as the first comment so it's easier to find. And you can also just reach out to me if you'd like to chat. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell below, because next time I'll cover the hidden costs of selling a home and how to avoid them. By the way, if we haven't met yet, I'm Mari Van Meter, a local realtor here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and I specialize in helping people through life transitions, whether it's relocating, downsizing, or buying your first home. My goal is to make sure that you feel confident, supported, and informed every step of the way. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.